Hello, this is Pascal. As you have noticed, today's comment was not very interesting because the market is just that way. But I am taking this opportunity to try to make this small video. So this video will concentrate on how to find stocks to short. So let's go to the website here. You know this website. I will click on the end of the section. Okay, so you see the comment of the day, the 20 DMF, the filters, the pyramid data, and so on. So I will use the filters and the pyramid data. So in the filters section, I like these high supply stocks. These are the stocks that are broken basically and that attract still a lot of sellers. So I want to see if in these candidates stocks I can find interesting stock to short. So I will click here. Okay, so I will go now scroll down all these stocks and tell you what I find interesting. This stock Crush is not very interesting to me. WPZ is not interesting. You see it broke out and then is pulling back. That is normal behavior, so I will let it go. This is not interesting. So you see I continue. I scroll all these stocks until I find something of interest. And what is of my interest? It is basically a stock that is breaking down and that is at a support level. For example, SCTY is breaking down, it broke down here and that is some support. But the large effective volume is almost flat, so there is nothing that tells us that the pullback will continue or not. So I will try to find another stock. Okay, let's go down. So that it is rather long, so I will try to go faster. Okay, here AL. AL is a stock that I like to short because you see it broke down and it's now, it seems that it broke the support here yesterday. So that is something that I want to look into. So I will record it for next time. Then I go down. Okay, NUS could be interesting, I think. Where is NUS? Okay, NUS is also interesting. It could break below 50, so let's take note also. So Walmart is a stock I shorted yesterday. Where is it? Okay, here you see it broke down, but then the large effective volume is slightly positive, so I would not try to short it again. Okay, are there any other stocks there? S&P. So okay, maybe this one, Loco. Loco is clearly at a support. It broke down here, and the large effective volume is negative. So okay, that's basically, let's see these three stocks. So the next step is to visit the pyramid. So I go back end of day and I click on the pyramid data. So for AL, okay, everything is red, so it's a short candidate. Loco, yeah, it's basically also a short candidate here on this data. And NUS is okay, it's less of a short candidate because the cosmetic section is in a long mode. Okay, the next step for me is to start the breakout calculator. Okay, here it is. This is the breakout calculator plus. You have here all these icons. This is the control panel of the breakout calculator. For the breakout calculator plus, we have here two other icons that allow a sensitivity analysis. So let's try with AL. So I first will download the data. I type AL. It will be a short trade. I type S. Okay. Okay. So for a short trade, in general, I will look back a few years. So here I will take the past 500 days. So which means basically 2 years. Usually I set the stop level at 2.5%. Why? Because I'm going to test a breakdown. If I test a breakdown, the stop must be close to the break entry price. 2.5% is therefore, I think, a quite normal figure. So I will short the stock and I will short on a breakdown. Okay. So now I have to select the breakdown price. For this, I look at the past lows and I see that the lows of the past days was in fact yesterday it was 35.66. So I will use as entry price 35.60 for example. Okay, let's do the calculation. So it asks for the entry price is 35.60. Okay, and then we go through the 500 days and we test different target profits to see what the risk reward ratio is. You see, we are blue, which means it's okay as a trade, it's not exceptional. So okay, so it's really 35.6. Yeah, so I will try now a breakdown on volume with the same settings. 35.6. Okay, you see it's much faster because there are fewer trades, but the result looks much better. So the probability to enter these trades are rather good, and the returns will be probably also good. So the next stage is to test the sensitivity analysis for this specific trade. So what the software is doing now is that it is going to test different entry price, starting with our price of 35.60 and then going down, because we don't know. For example, today the stock could open at 35.4 and we see that even if we open at that price, still the risk return ratio is rather good. You can see the deeper we go in the pullback, the more difficult it is to make money. So basically we can make money until 35.60. This is what this figure is telling us, this table is telling us. Okay, so this is it for this stock. This is a good trade and we can see a good return. So I would enter the trade if we break down on volume tomorrow. Okay, let's save this. And now let's try another company which was Loco. It's the same procedure. I start downloading the data. Loco. It's a short. I will also use 500 days, 2.5% as a stop. It's a breakdown. Now the breakdown price is also easy because I look at the past lows, which is 20.3. So I will test a break between below 20.25. Okay, 20.25. Okay, so a breakdown, even without volume, will give very good returns. So you will note here that we only have 173 days. Even if I type 500, it's because Loco is a recent IPO. So we cannot have more days than what are available in the database. We can try also a breakdown on volume. 20.25. Okay, the returns are slightly worse, so it is better to stay on a breakdown. And then we try the sensitivity analysis. Okay, here we can see that even with a deep breakdown, the trade will be profitable. That takes time. Huh? So from 19.5 it becomes a little bit more difficult. But let's say that in general, any price breakdown should work with this stock. But is it really true? So for example, if I have a breakdown 8% below the 5 MA, isn't it better to buy at that level? That we can test also. For example, I will say here I want to buy the stock. This is long. I'm long the stock and I will buy an oversold situation. For example, minus 6%. Okay. And the stop level, I let it free. I erase it and I will let the breakout calculator calculate the stop level. Okay. Okay, we can see that buying deep oversold doesn't lead to good returns. Most probably because the stop is too tight. You can see that the occurrence of hitting the stop is quite high. So maybe I should put a 5% as a stop. Okay, I calculate again. And still returns are rather poor. So this means that even in oversold situation, it is not good to buy the stock. That reassures me because it means that if the stock breaks down, we will make money. Okay. So let's go to the next stock. It was NUS. It's also a short. Okay, I will also put 500 days, 2.5%. It's a short on the breakdown. And the price of the break is probably below 49.6. Okay, let's try that. 49.6. Okay, so it takes time. Now you see there's some calculation going on. Okay, returns are not too good, so most probably a breakdown on volume would be better. On 49.6. Well, they are not that good. So it's not really interesting to show that stuff because we don't know. It's the risk return is not too good compared to other possibilities. So I will forget this trading ideas. So that's it basically. What I do every day to find trades, I use the filters, the pyramids, and then the breakout calculator. Thank you. Bye bye.